You hungry? All right, what do you want to eat?
Elk.
You want elk?
Yeah.
All right, Daddy will make some elk. Aha! We have one left. Our lone survivor. We're down to our last pound of elk. This is our last one. And then Daddy's got to go get more. Should Daddy go get more elk?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go get more elk.
Daddy, I think I need more elk.
You want to go with Daddy?
Yeah.
Once you get older, you'll go.
No.
But you're too young to go now. You want more elk?
More elk.
You want to help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything.
All right, so a little Loco Moco elk edition before we stock up on elk. What all goes on a Loco Moco?
Rice. Oh, this egg broke. Rice, a burger patty, yeah, an egg or soft, over easy egg, and then you get whatever type of gravy you want. Gravy. And you put the gravy over.
Num 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 num. Someone likes their elk. All right.
Ready?
Hey. And now it's time. Time to pack up the hunting tub, load up the car, get all the coolers loaded up, and get ready to rock and roll dark and early tomorrow morning for a light and easy 16-hour drive. When you're in grizzly bear country, you're definitely going to want to carry some bear spray, especially when you're packing out 100 pounds of meat on your back. And just to play it safe, I'll carry a 10 millimeter. This is a Kimber 1911 with 115 grain bullets. All right, we're ready to rock. Let's hit the road. All right, well, we're packed to the gills here. We got 1, 2, 3 coolers full, over 100 quarts worth of empty cooler space. And so if we are successful with a little bit of luck and a little bit of skill, and we get the job done, we are going to fill these coolers up with some elk and venison. And it'll be roughly around 100 pounds of take-home meat. So fingers crossed. So why Montana? And this is the biggest question I get from non-hunters and family and friends. Why drive 1,000+ miles to hunt elk in Montana? Well, Montana is the best place in the world to hunt elk. Some might say Colorado. It's debatable, but due to its vast public land, healthy elk population, over 150,000 elk, and hunters can access millions of acres of public land, including national forests, BLM land, and then just to add on top of it, the incredible amount of different big game animal species like blacktail, mule deer, whitetail, grizzly bears, black bears, moose, and then elk, bison, antelope, bighorn sheep, mountain goat, and more. So truly a hunter's dream for filling the freezer. Our hunting home base is nestled along Montana's Rocky Mountain front at the Cobb Charlet Ranch, which has been a cornerstone of cattle ranching since the early mid-1900s. Buddy and Cecil Cobb, newcomers to ranching, established what is now known as one of the largest registered Charlet herds in the entire world. With over 650 enrolled females, their clothesline bred herd has been selectively cultivated for over 65 years. Now, the Cobb Ranch spans approximately 20,000 acres along Montana's Rocky Mountain front. The vast landscape supports their renowned Charlet cattle operation and provides habitat for diverse wildlife, including elk. And managed hunting on the ranch helps maintain balanced elk populations, which is both beneficial for the ecosystem and the cattle pastures. So one thing I've learned hunting the Rocky Mountains on the Pacific Northwest is the weather has more mood swings than a caffeinated squirrel on a roller coaster. One day it's sunbathing weather, the next day it's a full-blown snowpocalypse. So you really got to be prepared for any weather conditions, especially in the backcountry. I've heard stories of UTVs getting stuck in the snow and then they have to wait till spring for things to thaw out before they can get their UTVs back. And so we are bunked up at the ranch hand bunkhouse. And during the off season, when the ranch doesn't need as much ranch hands, there's a bunkhouse that is now the hunting headquarters, which is a pretty sweet deal. All right, let's get to the action. Let's get to the hunt with a cool music playover, of course. And here we go.
I grew up on a stretch of land where the wild things call their home, where the pines stand tall and the rivers roll and the mountains make you feel alone. My grandpa taught me how to aim and my dad showed me the trails. We'd sit by the fire at the end of the day, sharing stories and hunting tales. I left that life when the city called, traded boots for shiny shoes. Got caught in the noise of the concrete world where the wild feels far and removed. But that ain't me, no it never was. The woods are where I'm free. Now I'm back in the wild where I feel alive, 'cause a hunter I'll always be. 'Cause I got a rifle and a steady hand. I respect the elk that roam this land, the deer, the moose, the mountain lions too. They teach me things that the city never knew. And I'm raising my boys the way I was taught, to know where food comes from and honor what's caught out here in the wild. I found my peace, 'cause a hunter I'll always be. Now the noise of the city can't touch me here, where the forest holds its ground. The river sing and the morning mist is the sweetest sight I've found. I show my boys how to follow tracks, how to listen to the wind, how to respect the life that feeds our own, and where the cycle begins. Grandpa's stories still echo clear, though his voice has faded away. And my dad walks beside me now on the trails where we used to play. This is my legacy, my roots run deep. In the wild I'm truly free, teaching my boys to survive and thrive. 'Cause a hunter I'll always be. I got a rifle and a steady hand. I respect the grizzly that roams this land, the deer, the moose, the elk that roam. They remind me that the woods are home. And I'm teaching my boys the way I was raised, to honor the wild and the gifts it gave. Out here in the quiet I found my peace, 'cause a hunter I'll always be. Bonehead boys, just me and my kin, laughing in the woods where the stories begin. No phones, no noise, just the call of the land, teaching my boys to understand. This ain't about the kill, it's about respect for the creatures, the silence, and what comes next. It's a bond with the earth, a tradition so sweet, and a way of life that feels complete. I've got a rifle and a steady hand. I honor the creatures that roam this land, the elk, the deer, the moose, the bears. They remind me of life in the open air, and I'm showing my boys how to hunt and provide, how to find their peace with the wild.
And this is a post-successful hunt celebration. One, two, three, 4, 5, and a chest freezer. We have a lot of meat to bring back. So this is going to be my take-home loot of elk and deer, steaks, and elk brats, and much more. Well, that was fun. Now 16 hours back to Sacramento. What a trip. Over a week in the wilderness. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun, Montana. And can't wait to do it all again next year.
2 days later.
Oof, nothing better than fresh elk chops, baby.
2 pound of elk chop.
And all's an elk chop is it's a cut from the ribeye or even the loin backstrap. So think of it as like a lamb or a pork chop of the elk. All right, buddy, get this. A 600-pound elk can provide over 300 pounds of lean, high-quality meat. It's one of the most nutrient-dense foods in the world. It's packed with B vitamins for energy, iron to keep your blood strong, and omega-3s, the same healthy fats you'll find in a salmon. And because they roam wild, eat natural forage, elk meat is free of antibiotics and hormones, so it's just pure, natural protein. We're going to layer it up with a base of yellow mustard. Sometimes I use olive oil, but I do like the yellow mustard base layer on an elk steak. And then for elk steaks, I always use Traeger's blackened Saskatchewan rub, and we're going to give it a generous goob. All right, now that she's all lathered up, we're going to get her on the Rec-Tec smoker. We're going to go low and slow for about an hour at 225, and it should come out perfect.
A few moments later.
You'll notice the deep, dark purple color the elk meat has to it, and that signifies its exceptional nutrient density. In the rich colorification from the high-quality myoglobin, the robust color also signifies an abundance of B vitamins, particularly B12 and B6.
I got something.
Cameron's turn. Take a bite. Thumbs up. Ooh.
And we're going to put a ribbon on this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share it around. We really appreciate the support. And until next time, thanks for tuning in.
We're the Bonehead Crew.